Dear viewers, we welcome you to the Cookery Theatre 2017. Today's guest, MasterChef winner 2017, Saliha Mahmood Ahmed. Let us see what is she cooking for us today.
Without further ado, I'm going to introduce the winner of MasterChef 2017, Saliha. Woo! Welcome! Congratulations!
Thank you for having me. Hello everyone!
Big fans here. So tell us what you're going to be cooking for us today.
Well, Shalina, you know how my original job before I won MasterChef and now love cooking as well, I've always loved cooking, but is that I'm a doctor. So I'm all about healthy food and healthy eating, which is a bit of a contrast when you look at what's being served outside. So I thought I'd give you a nice healthy dinner idea that all of you can make at home. Maybe later when you go home today and you just want something nice and nutritious, easy to digest. So we're going on sort of South Indian influences today and making a nice pressed rice dish. We don't have pressed rice, so we're making normal rice today, but you can make it with pressed rice. And that's turmeric, we've got lots of turmeric and curry leaves in it, and we're making it with smoked fish and a nice green chutney, which, as you know,
I lovely.
Yeah?
I remember watching you the whole way through, and I remember in the first couple of episodes you were all about health. I remember that was one of the big things that you spoke about.
Absolutely.
Is that still the case now? So now that you've won, is that kind of one of the main things that you like to do, is always combine health in the food?
Definitely. So what I'm going to start off doing is just got some sliced red onions, which I did in the back because, to be honest, I wasn't going to cut onions in front of you. I'd probably be crying the whole way through.
Do you still cry with onions?
I still cry with onions.
Yeah. So when are we going to be looking forward to getting this copy of the book? Next year?
Autumn.
Next autumn?
Yeah,
Okay.
next autumn. So we're going to be busy doing that. And very, very busy campaigning for better NHS food.
Okay.
Yeah. So all I've done over here is add a nice bit of turmeric to my onions. I'm just sweating these down, letting them soften a bit. You can probably smell it already. I'm going to add a nice little bit of ginger, so we can start cooking the ginger out a little bit, and also some nice curry leaves. Now curry leaves, when they're fresh, I absolutely love.
Gorgeous.
I mean, it's like mixing every single spice in your spice box, and if you smell a leaf, that leaf has the smell of all of those different spices. It's just incredible. But these ones are dried. I would recommend using fresh, but I'll put a little bit of the dried ones in just to give us a flavour, but I think fresh works better. So I'm also going to add a little bit of chilli and some cumin, which is ground, but the seeds, if you have them, also equally delicious and wonderful. So I've just got a few mustard seeds and dried coriander here, which I'm going to put in there as well. So you can see, Shalina, like these onions are nice and cooked down. They're softened, maybe a little bit browned on the edges, but not completely dark. Like we're not going for a biryani style here. We're going for just a little bit cooked through. This one is a very summery green chutney, which I'm going to do with lots of fresh tomatoes. I'm going to do these nice big chilies, and these aren't very spicy. These are more sort of citrusy and fruity. And all we're going to do is stick some of those in a blender and blend them down to a nice puree, and then add a few bits and pieces to them. So here we go, some tomatoes, some chilies.
I still remember when I was watching you when you guys went to South Africa.
Yeah.
How hot was it there? Because
Oh
Greg had to
my
bring you a
God.
hat, didn't he?
I think Greg actually saved my life that day. I'm not kidding, it was so hot I would have had sunstroke.
And what was it you were cooking? You were doing the barbecue, weren't you?
We were doing a braai.
Crikey, yeah, so South African.
So South African style barbecue. So I've just put some mint in there and some coriander. So these onions are well and truly cooked and the spices are combined. Nothing's sticking yet. What I'm going to add to the mix is some chickpeas, which I'm going to crush as I put in. So hand smash, okay? Smash like that. That's lovely. What that does is really release the flavours of those chickpeas, and the texture will be immense when it goes in there. Yeah?
You happy with that?
Perfect. Let's season that with a little bit of salt, and let's put a little bit of lime juice in there as well. So when I say little, often I don't mean little.
That's a lot. That's like 3 to 4 tablespoons, yeah? So all I've done here is
add the rice to the chickpeas, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of water in here just to soften the rice a little bit more. And I'm also going to cut some fresh coriander and add that into the mix, just to give it a little bit of colour and fresh flavour. So just a bit of fresh coriander in there, and that will just produce a little bit of steam. That's it. And basically our rice is done. Okay, we'll just finish that off with a little bit of tart from some fresh lime juice, and that's, hey presto, rice is done. So now we're just going to prepare our fish. Fish is very, very easy to prepare. This is actually already cooked, this smoked fish I've got here, but sometimes you can get raw smoked fish. All I'm going to do is put a little marinade on it. Normally I use something called sambal. Sambal is a South Indian paste that has dried fish and chilies in it, but unfortunately we couldn't get that today. But I'm going to try and improvise anyway. What I've got in here is some mustard seeds and some coriander seeds. I'm going to crush them down in a pestle and mortar, together with a touch of turmeric and some paprika, okay? And a nice bit of paprika. Paprika gives a lovely colour, lovely, lovely colour. And we're going to put some fresh garlic in here. There we go. And I think we're also going to put a little bit of lime juice and some olive oil into here, okay? And Shalina, can I get you to mix that up for me in the pestle and mortar? Yes, please. Okay. So that's just made a nice little colourful marinade for everything. So our pan's nice and hot and smoking. Just going to add a touch more oil into it, and we're going to spread that all over the fish. And this is not to cook the fish, this is basically just to heat it through, okay? And you can see that has a really lovely colour to it. I'm just going to get my fingers right in there, rub it all on, okay? And it's messy business, I have to admit. But if food isn't messy, then I don't enjoy cooking it.
So you're just literally cooking off the spices, really, and warming the fish through?
Well, exactly.
Yeah? What fish would you use, actually? Would you use mackerel or something, maybe?
Mackerel would be lovely.
Yeah.
Do you know, any white fish would do. Cod would be lovely. Even my favourite fish in the world, tilapia.
Oh, I love tilapia.
I love tilapia.
So
It's a
you've
nice
launched
little
your
crust.
website, haven't you?
I have indeed.
Yeah?
We've launched salihacooks.com, which you can check out some recipes on. It's great. It's got recipes. It's got my upcoming events on it, some photos, links to my Instagram and Twitter, which is Saliha Cooks.
But a big round of applause for Saliha.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
everyone.